Hi, I'm Richard, and in today's tutorial we'll finally get round to modelling those dead ends and adding them into Unity. So let's get started. Hello and welcome back, and finally I thought now is the time that we need to work on these dead ends. Now just a quick recap if you don't know what I'm talking about. I'm going to delete them from here. Let's just disable them for now. I'll just disable them and run the code. I'm hoping that we'll be able to see one at least. Here we go. These dead ends here are things that get created in situations where it can't find a shape that will go in there, and it can happen. It can happen a fair amount, particularly down this bottom right-hand side when not everything else is done. So we need to find a way. If we don't put a dead end in there, excuse me, press F. If we don't put a dead end in there, then you have the capability to walk off the dungeon and just disappear into the depths of hell or wherever it is, because you just keep going on forever. So we need to create a little dead end and just model it out. Actually, the modelling piece is going to be very straightforward. We'll continue to use the model that we had in Blender. So let's go over to Blender now and just model a very simple dead end piece. Okay, so I've loaded up the tunnels.blend file. This is the one that contains all of the required tunnel pieces, and we'll just use this as a template to make sure we're doing the right thing. The way that this dead end is going to work is it needs to butt up against the one of the four edges here, and it needs to point outwards. This was the first mistake I made when I did my first attempt at this. Was I actually had the dead end pointing inwards, if you like, from this point here, pointing in towards the cursor. It actually needs to point outwards because it's going to be attaching to one of the other pieces here. If that doesn't make sense, then stick with me. It will do shortly. So what we'll do is we'll just click, make sure the cursor's in the center. So just do Shift S, cursor to center, and then do Shift A, Mesh, Cube, and then we'll click Scale, Shift Z, so it only does it on the X and Y, and we'll just type 3. Okay, and that creates a very basic, as expected, scale. It's not a box, we'll call it now. So let's rename that straight away. Let's call it dead end. And let's just do Shift H, because we don't need the other ones for a little while. And now we'll tab into edit mode, and we'll just do Control R and create a couple of cuts on that axis and a couple of cuts on that axis there. And that gives us this cube here. If I just quickly do Alt H now, tab out and do Alt H, you can see that we basically split it up into the same 3 segment chunks that all of these are. So all I need to do now is just do Shift H again. Am I in object mode? Yes, I am. Shift H. Oh no, Shift H. Help me here. Why were we doing wrong? Click U, Shift H. Thank you. So we'll remove all of the cubes. We can pick an edge cube. It doesn't really matter. Let's go for the top one. So what I'll do is I'll press Control Tab 3 and then A Z, just to make sure nothing's selected, and I'll just start selecting these boxes. Just box selecting that lot. There we go. And if I just press X faces, we should just be left with this one here. We need to tidy it up a bit. So let's just add a few faces round, so it's a bit clearer. F and that one there, F, and because it's the top one here, it's this edge here, I'm calling it the top edge, if you like, the furthest edge away, the furthest face away that needs to be removed. So we'll just press X there, and that removes that. Alright, so that's basically creating a sort of a dead end. This is the dead end bit here. So we need to apply the same rules as we always do for these dungeon tunnels. We need to make sure we keep the sizes the same. So I'll just press 1 to go into front view, and then Control R, and just 1 this time, and then just right click to cancel. Control Tab 1 A Z, and just get rid of those guys. And I'll just add a mirror modifier in on the X-axis. Make sure I'll just press Control A, rotation and scale. So what I've done here, by the way, the reason I'm going kind of this weird route here and not just creating a simple cube is that I want the origin point to be on 0, 0, 0, and the actual dungeon edge, if you like, to be pointing in one of the 3 edges. So this basically so that it lines up with all of the other 3x3 pieces. Alright, so what we'll now do is we'll go to front view again. I'm going to press Control R and do 9 of them. And just if you're not sure, just look on the bottom left and you can see number of cuts 9. So I'll just left click and then right click to cancel. And then I will press A, B, and select those 2 edges there. Alright, those 2 on the out. I'll just press Z there so you can see what I'm talking about. So it's those two on the side. Remember, we've mirrored this, so we're in good shape there. And I need to go to proportional editing. Click that. Make sure it's in sphere mode. I think it by default it goes for smooth, so I want sphere. And I'm going to press G, X, and just can you see the proportional size on there? You want that to make sure that is 1, and we'll just drag that, and it's going to be 0.5. Okay, this is what we've been doing for the other pieces, and what we'll do as well is we'll click those two pieces there, go into side view 3. GY, is it minus? Yeah, minus 0.5. Alright, so now we've got a kind of a sort of a smooth backside there. A smooth backside, crikey, careful Richard. Right, and then this one here, what we'll do is we'll actually just tab out and do Control A, rotation and scale, and we'll just tab back in, Control B, 0.25. And I think I've got segments as 2 here. You may find that was actually defaulted to 1. I've gone for 2. And that gives us a sort of smooth edge, and that is going to be absolutely fine for our dead end. We need to just select everything, press A, and then go over to shading UVs if it's not there, smooth, or you can just do Control E. No, you can't. I thought you could. You can mark sharp, but I can't see mark smooth. I thought you could. Okay, not to worry. There we go. So that's that. That is our dead end. Let's apply the mirror. Before we apply the mirror, let's just do the seams. So we're going to have one there, one there, one there, and one there. Let's go into edge mode to make it a bit clearer. Alright, so you see what I'm doing here. I'm just doing these edges pieces here, and then just do Control E, mark seam, and now tab out and apply it. And that's the good thing about that, you see, is that it's applied it to both sides, saves a bit of time. And if I just Alt right click that one, we can delete that as well. X, edge loops. Okay, we're in really good shape here, and we need to add the solidify modifier to be in line with the other ones. Thickness of 0.05, even thickness, and remove fill rim. Okay, that is looking pretty glorious. Now I tab out now, just do Alt H. Let's just position it somewhere just to prove it works. Where are you, dead end? I've lost you. There you are. So let's just grab you and pop you there for a second. Checking the positions, you can see that's probably going to be meant to be -6, -6, and 0 on the Z. So if you just have a look, that's cool. It's not got the same material. We can sort that out very quickly. Just go here, excuse me, just select the material for it. That one, there, that's the one. Just pick another piece there, and it's attached nicely. It's a slightly different shade at the top. I've noticed this. I don't know quite why that is. This one here's got the solidify on, isn't it? Yep. So I don't know, but it's absolutely fine. It fits perfectly. So now what we can do is we can export it. All right. So you can see now that we've got this origin point here, and this allows us, when we rotate it, it'll rotate on the origin point. Oh. All right. So you can see that it would be positioned as per any of the other 3x3 grids, but it would be positioned on the outer edge. What we're going for here, so that would be -90 or whatever. Alright. Okay, Control Z, Control A, rotation and scale. Potentially I could set the location to 0 and 0, but let's do that in Unity. Okay, we'll just save this file, Control S, tunnels.blend, and let's export this. I suspect that it'll already have it called there, yeah, so you won't see that. Make sure it's in the Assets Models folder, the same folder that you put everything else. It may well be already if you've loaded this Blender file up, because it remembers that stuff. So we want it to be called deadend.fbx. Ignore the fact that mine is red. Make sure that selected objects, file export fbx. Make sure that selected objects is checked and the experimental apply transform. And we'll click export fbx. And then that will be automatically imported into Unity. So let's go and have a look back in Unity and see what happens. 1 second. I'm hoping we'll get a little bit of a red ring. There we go. Let's just stop that. Okay, and down here, I'm going to delete these, so we're going to start all over again. In our models folder here, we have a dead end. There it is. In all its glory. We can spin around and take a look at it. Lovely. So let's just drag this in. I think there you go, as expected, it's got a transform of 6 and 6, so let's just reset those and press F to get it into size. I think what the best thing to do is perhaps get a prefab shape and just get one of the tunnel shapes and just bring it in. So let's just straight. And then, yeah, so the first thing I'd forgotten was to scale it up 2 by 2 by 2. And now, if I grab the dead end and just maybe move it, let's just grab it on there and just move it across here. I'm hoping it'll be a factor of 12. It is, look, you can see over here on the Z it's going to be 12, isn't it? Lovely. That looks like a pill of some sort, doesn't it? There we go. So that's absolutely fine. We've got ourselves a dead end shape. So I think what we'll do is I'll add the, so let's get rid of you straight. So delete. And what I'll do back to here, set you to 0. And go to top view. And just position it. So now before we do that, let's do our box colliders. Add a component box collider, and we're going to want, click on there, and we're going to add it. The Y is going to be 0.1. And I think the Y is going to be 1, is it? 1 and -1. And what I found out you can do is you just do copy component and then do copy component as new. You get the same one, and then what you can then do is put the center as -1, and that drops it down to the bottom for there. Right, so we've got two of the same. For the side ones, I think it's probably worth creating another box collider. But now setting the, I get confused with my axis, it's going to be the x-axis size to 0.1. And then we just need to position it. Again, that's going to be at 1. And so let's just do copy component. And then paste component as new. And we'll make that -1. There, and we've got ourselves all the positions. Now, the mistake I've made, by the way, is if you start, obviously I'm going to need four of these prefabs. I'm going to need one facing up, one facing right, one facing down, one facing left. And the mistake I made last time was that I did all the prefabs and added the box colliders. So if you don't, you've got to go through and add each one afterwards, which is a real pain. But so yeah, so make sure you kind of try and think about which order you need to do these things in, unless I'm missing something here, and you can just drag this stuff in. All right, so that's that piece. Let's go to the top view again. Just make sure we know what's going on here. You can see that that's the origin there. Look, the Unity's kindly showed us the origin. One thing slightly bothering me, I don't think it's going to be an issue, is that fact that I pulled that out from the 1x1 size. It's slightly bigger than 1x1, isn't it? No, I think that's fine. Ignore me. I'm just talking nonsense. Right, so what we can do now is we can say that that is dead end. Let's just call this dead end top, or T. And we'll do D, 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 like that. And we'll do... no, we won't. Let's do the following as well. Let's create names for these guys. So we need our scripts, don't we? Let's just quickly click U, and then we'll get our scripts, and we'll get our dungeon character mapping. Pop that in. Again, you see, if I hadn't done this now, where's it? There it is. Let's move it. Move up. I didn't think I had a. Hang on, what am I in here? Dead end T. I didn't think I had a prefab for it. No. Why is it saying that to me? Yeah, move up. This action will break the prefab instance. Are you sure? Yes. Continue. Yes. This hasn't got a prefab instance. Or maybe it has. Maybe I copied it in there a minute ago. Oh, Lord help us. Let's move it up a couple more. And move up. Come on. There we go. That's where I want it. And we'll call this... Oh, we need to think of some character names for these, don't we? For now, I'll call it T. Top. Actually, I'm lying. It's bottom, isn't it? It's the bottom one because it's pointing downwards. Yes, this is going to get confusing, guys. B. All right. Okay, and then let's. I think yes. So we'll call that B, and then we will just do Control D 3 times, and we'll name this one to T. And I think it's pretty obvious that that should be 180, and it should be called T. And then, yes. So is that right? Am I? Yeah, because it is the top piece, isn't it? It belongs on the top. Oh, I don't know. It depends how you see this. That's slightly confusing. My apologies if that's not making sense. But although it's at the bottom, it's meant to sort of crown a straight piece underneath it. Let's see how we go. Apologies if this isn't making sense. Okay, now we'll just do this one here. So we need to say here. R, and let's just make. Where's the other one gone? Right, let's just double check this. Control Z. Sorry, people, I don't know what's going on. So that's got 180 bottom. Top is good. Where are you? So you're R. So when I rotate you, why are you? Oh, because I've got the flipping lock on. Sorry, that's why. So that's R. Right, now let's try it. Sorry, guys. There we go. Now I think that should be R that way, which is minus 90. I think. No, it must be 90 then. Yep. So that'd be R. So it's pointing. It's attaching to a right-hand edge, and finally, PF2. This is going to be L, and that's going to be pointing at a left-hand edge. So that's going to be 90, minus 90, minus 60. No, minus 90. All right, we've got our 4 prefabs. Yes, I think I'm happy. I think I'm happy with that. We've got our 4 dead ends. All right, so we can now just get those. And unfortunately, I think what we can't do is drag them all in like that. It won't let us. They've got to fix that. So just dead end B, top, right and left. For now, I'm going to give these guys. In fact, so now we can delete them from here. Tell you what though, did I reset the position? Let's just double check. Yeah, so you can see at the top here the position is 0, 0, 0. So if we just go to dead end B, we'll make that B, L, R, and T. I'm not happy with that. I think we need to find some proper characters for that. So we'll work on that in a second. But for now, we're done with the modelling and importing into Unity. So let's work on the logic to actually fix the problem with the dead ends. So if I just quickly spin up these up here, just press Escape. Press that something F. Let's just show you how we're going to go about this. Find me a dead end, please. There's a few down here. Okay, so now if I just go to console here, bring that up, and bring up Notepad++, of course. Control A, C, V. Right, the dead ends at the minute are represented by zeros. Actually, that one isn't. Look. Okay, so potentially what we'll do a check to say, look, if it hasn't got any edges, then don't do anything. Otherwise, excuse me, having a quick sip of my tea there. Check to see if there is something pointing into me. All right, so in this, you can see in these two examples, on the right-hand side, there's this corner piece here. So my belief is, and I'm pretty sure I'm very confident about this, is that it will only ever have one side pointing into it. If it had 2 sides pointing into it, then it would be able to make a connection, wouldn't it? So the reason it is a dead end is because it's not able to create a connection between 2 pieces. So we need to go through and say, right, is the connection above me, to the right, to the below me, or to the left, and then basically add the appropriate dead end piece for it. Does that make sense? I think that makes more sense when we start looking at the code. So let's do that right now. Alright, so here we are in the map generator class that we created, and the initialize map function is called by dungeon character mapping. So what I think I'll do at the bottom of here is I'll make a call, yes, here, to something along the lines of I'm going to call it sort out dead ends for now. Let's just call it that, and then we'll just create a private void here. Sort out dead ends brackets squiggle. I know I was reading something yesterday. Do you prefer your squiggles on a separate line? I've always thought that there's enough noise going on in the world to try and keep them on the same line as the function, but I know some people much prefer that. But please do feel free to go with your favourite choice. I know Java guys would probably do that, and I think more Windows-based people would probably go for that. So I'll let you decide on what it is. So I think what I'll do is I'll say for int. I'll basically copy this. Actually, I don't need to go mad here. Control C, and then we'll do this. So say in that like that, and then squiggle, squiggle. Okay, and then we'll just go through and we'll say if brackets map r comma c equals o, quotes brackets squiggle squiggle, debug.log. Sorry, I've seemed to have gone into US keyboard mode. Let's sort that out. There we go. Debug.log found dead end. We'll call it dead end at quotes plus r plus quotes comma quotes plus c brackets semicolon. Happy? Right, good. Okay, so now if we run this now, just ignore that and just go to console. Here we go. So it's found a few of them at 10.9, 10.9, 10.15 and 10.19 and 10.22. Is that all of them? 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. 6. So let's just see if that confirms if it's right here. There's one at the very, very top as well. Did I see that? Yeah, 1,15. There it is. 9.22. Where's that? So let's just quickly copy that in so I can see what I'm doing into Notepad++. Just ignore that for a moment. I can only see 4. 1, 2, 3, 4. Am I being stupid? 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. Oh, there's 2 there, look. Excuse me, sorry. No, it's all good. It's all good. Absolutely right. Oh, they're not dead ends though, are they? This is the thing. So that's okay. That's okay. They're not actual dead ends. They're just sort of extra superfluous bits at the side that couldn't be filled but aren't causing a problem. This is a good start. So we've got the right pieces there. Now what I did earlier on, by the way, is I looked at the possible pieces that would be, the possible characters that would be to the right of that O, the possible characters that would be to the left, and therefore which piece we should go for. So let's just try this now. Let's go back into here. So we'll just do debug. We'll keep that there for now, and now we'll say, can I do this? Yes, I can. I think I can say +1. So I'm going to say this is live coding, people. So I apologise if this isn't working. So to the right is column +1, isn't it? So if brackets map r comma c +1 dot toString brackets dot instance of, I'm hoping no, it's the other way around. If quotes, and then what I'll do, so we're going to the right here, aren't we? So column +1 is right, so that's these ones. Control C, if Control V, and I'll get rid of these spaces. I'm just doing that for my own personal clarity. If that dot contains brackets that squiggle, what we're saying here now, and I hope I've got this right, let's just take a look at what I'm saying here. If any of these characters, alright, contains this, have I got that around the right way, then print, let's just see how this goes. Debug.log right. Okay, am I on the right path here? So we're saying if that contains the character to the right of it, print right. Okay, let's just keep going. Else if brackets, in fact what we'll do, we'll just do that lot there. Squiggle, and we'll do the same again. Squiggle, so that's 3, and then one more. Alright, and we'll just do, I've got to change those fields, but let's do that as well. Left, top, something like this. Bottom. I might have got this completely wrong, but let's just see how we go. Right, okay. So let's go to the left ones, which are these ones. Drag that in to there. Again, removing the spaces. Top, up, I've called it here, haven't I? Up, so let's do that. Control C. That's fine. Up. Top, and then this one here is down. Sorry. Yep. I guess else. Debug.log. Nothing. So what we're saying here is if that lot there contains the character to the right. Oh, hang on, I need to change these. Hang on. That's C -1, and then this will be row +1, won't it? No, row -1, and this will be row +1. I hope I've got this right. This is the sort of time that I can get all my numbers confused and all my logic. Okay, why are you not happy? Something's gone wrong here. R minus. What? I don't see it at the moment. Else. Oh no, else if. Look, else if. Excuse me. Else if. I thought I had done. Okay, we're still struggling. Debug.log. Okay. 1 second, let me take a look. Obviously I need to put brackets in there as well. That's what it is. There, sorry about that. Obvious stuff. I'm getting too many characters. So we're saying if this string here contains the character to the right, or the character to the left, or let's do this, keep it consistent, or the character above it, or the character below it, top, bottom, right. So let's just see how this goes. Shift Control S. Stop it and start it. Escape console. Right, this is going to be some messy stuff now, but we're going to work through it. We're going to go to the very, very top one. And it's got something. Here we go. 3,7. And it's saying right. Let's see. Oh my goodness gracious me. This I might just do that again because that map looked terrible. That looks a bit better. Okay, and we've got one here, 5,12. Let's get our display map here. Let's just bring that in. Control C into Notepad. 5,12. So that would be. Oh, I'm getting confused. Excuse me, really? Where am I? No, it's not. That's not true. Found dead end at 5,12. Well, I don't see it. It would be around here. Let's just clear it and run it again. Spin to the top. It's found one at 1,22. And I'd agree with that. That's the far right hand side. And I'm hoping it's going to say. It does even say bottom. Look, so it's worked out that the one below it. Found it in at 5,6. Ah, yeah, agreed. I think that's that one there. So let's just copy this. Let's just have a look at this. Yeah, so 5, by the way. I know this is annoying. It's because Notepad starts at row 1, but C# starts at row 0. So it's going to be 5,6. So I'm guessing it's going to be 6,7 here. 6,8 even. No, 6,7 is where it starts, isn't it? Okay, and it's saying again bottom, and then 722. So that's going to be 8, isn't it? That's over here. And again, agreed. That's below it. 1013. Nothing. Let's have a little look. 10. That'll be 11. Ah. No, that's this one, isn't it? And agreed. There's nothing that it can do. And I'm guessing the last one is 1022, which is this one here, and it's saying left, which is also correct. So have we covered all of them? Have we covered? I'd like to see a top example. But that appears to be working rather. There's one here, look, as well. Oh, we covered that, didn't we? We covered that. Good. And this one here, did we get that? The very, very top, 1,22, bottom. Will we ever get a top one? Let's just try again. It might even be possible that we can't get a top one because of the nature of the way this algorithm works. Right, bottom, top. Oh no, I made it up. 1022. Here we go. 1022. So let's find that. Let's quickly get here. No, yeah. V. There we go. 10, which will be 11. 22. Perfect. There we go. Look, it's absolutely right. So it is top. And can you see? So that one there is saying it goes above it. So I think, and I'm assuming, so that'll be 10 something. 822. Yes, of course. Sorry, 822. Sorry, guys. I'm looking at bouncing around. 822 there. Good. Good, good, good. So what we can probably do now is the following. Go into here and actually say map R, comma C equals. Oh, I know I'm not totally happy with this yet, but you can see where I'm going with this. R L T B. Alright, and then we'll save that and we will run it. I think I clicked it, yes I did. Bash, and then go to console. Control C. Okay, I've got an error here. No idea how we got here. B, look, there we go. So yeah, okay. Oh, this is good. This is good. This is good. That's B. There's only one blessed one dead end there. So let's just do it again. It's probably going to have another few of these errors, but we expect that. Control C. Well, maybe you'll understand why we'll get that. So here we go. R and R. And I like this. I think what I need to do now is find a character that you know, is appropriate for these dead ends. So let's have a look at the character map now. Let's bring that up now, if it'll let me. Anybody else getting this weirdness where you just can't get? There we go. Character map. I want to find a good looking dead end character. Now if I spin over to my characters that have the here we go, there's these ones, look, there's these guys. Have we got anything that looks a bit like a dead end? Oh, we've got these guys, look. Pointing up, pointing left triangle, so we could maybe do something along that lines. I struggled, I looked the other day for this and I couldn't find anything any good, so I'm still looking. Da 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 da. Shall I just go for R, L, B and T or whatever it is, or should you think I should go for something a little bit more? It would feel right to go for something a bit more in line, excuse me, with what we've been doing. But I see nothing. Nothing comes to me. Are there any just standard characters we could use? I can't think of any. Oh, sorry, I'm prevaricating and this is boring, so why don't I give it 1 minute and I'll come back and I'll have a look. See you in a second. Alright, after much thought, well, maybe a bit too, maybe not. We'll have to see how we go. I'm going to go for these 4 arrow characters here just to show that they're dead ends. Alright, so what we'll do now is we'll just grab those guys and I'll go over to here, and so let's just do that and just pick the right one. So do that. So that's going to be the right hand one. And then we'll do that for the left hand one. No. Sorry, it's the one below it. There. So, and we want the left hand one. That one there. Top we want pointing up, don't we? Or do we? I don't know. And bottom we want pointing down. Right. Okay, so let's just take a quick look at that. See how that looks. Stopper and starter. I know it's not going to look like anything in the thing because it's just on the console, but I'm getting Control C that. AV. Yeah, okay. Okay, so it's pointing inwards, so it's pointing right, pointing. The other one's pointing down. Alright, fair enough. So now we just need to map those characters to those prefabs that we created. And this is where I'm going to get quite confused. So let's see how we go. Just make sure I'm recording. Thank you. Okay, so we can tweak this as we need to. So let's get our 4 prefabs. Stop you there. Prefab shapes, tunnels, dead end bottom. So let's just pull all of them in. So the bottom one will. Oh, excuse me. Hey, what have I done? Dead end bottom. There we go. So because that hasn't done anything, so let's bring back our characters. No, sorry guys. Okay, there. I'll see where they're on the character map. Excuse me. There we go. Copy that. There we go. Now I can bring that back in here. So we're going to say bottom, I think, is pointing down, isn't it? Yes. So let's just pop those in. So it's that one. And then dead end L, I'm guessing it's going to be pointing left. Dead end R is going to be pointing right. What? Where did you go? It's weird. Prefabs, tunnels, and dead end T is going to be pointing up. Oh. Okay. And now what we should be able to do is if I go over to my game manager and just lock it. Oh, this is exciting times. If I just drag these in, I'm hoping that I can just add them there, like so. And maybe, just maybe, if we run this, it might create the dead ends. Let's have a look. Well, it has, but it's created the completely wrong ones. It seems to. Okay, so I was expecting that to be. Right, so let's fix that problem. Okay, so we can see that needs to be R. So I don't even know which one that is. So we should be able to click on it if I can find the dead end. Where are you? Oh gosh, this is going to be hard to find than I thought. Come on. I can just click on it, can't I? Let's just click on it. And it is dead end R. But it seems to be pointing upwards. So that is not correct. So let's quickly fix that by going dead end R. Unlocking it. It's pointing right, but I guess the rotation on this is wrong, so we need to change the rotation. Let's just bring that in. No, let's not do that. Let's not do that. Let's change the character. Oh, I don't know. I don't know what to do. Yeah, I think we're going to have to change the character. We're going to have to bring these in. I think I know what's happened. I think I probably had the wrong rotation on them when I looked at them. So let's bring them in here, and then we'll escape that, and we'll just get a rough size going. Something like that, and then we'll just stop it, and we'll bring all our guys in. Okay. Okay, just press F. Yeah, you see that's R. Yeah, R is in the wrong direction, isn't it? Look at that. Okay, so let's fix this. Let's fix this now. I was very much expecting that to be. Okay, so that's that one. So that's 180. Alright, and then L, it needs to go other way. 0. LR, and then top. I'm guessing needs to go at the top. I must have had them at the wrong angle at the start, so that's 90, isn't it? 90, and then bottom would be minus 90. Okay, now we should be able to just click apply. Apply and apply. That's it. Okay, so let's delete them and try again. Escape. Let's pick that, something like that. F. Have I managed to pick? I managed to find a maze with no dead ends. Look at that. How about that for a miracle? Let's try again. Okay, God, look. Okay, so we've got this. This is working. It's working. We've got ones on the right and we've got ones on the top. This is good news. You can see them here. So let's just run that again to see if we can get one on the left and bottom. Top again. Come on. There's one on the left. Look, down there. I'm glad I kept the. Glad I didn't put a material on it because now I can see it easily. Okay, so now all I think I need to see is a bottom one. Yeah, this seems to be working very nicely, doesn't it? Yeah. So let me pause this and I'll keep running it until I find one. 1 second. Well, can you believe it? I have actually managed to find one, and look, we found a bug. It's not showing it, so I'll quickly grab the console, Control C, take a look. And for reasons I'm not sure, that's still saying T. So let's spin over to our script. Oh, look, it's the debug I changed. Blast it. There we go. So that just needs to say top. Okay, and now we can try again. Worth testing this stuff out, huh? Let's get that there. Let's just stop this and start it again. Okay, I'll keep running it until I find one. And there it is. There we have it. We have dead ends galore. That means now that this is a completely closed dungeon and cannot be fallen out of. So that was coding in action, and I hope it made good sense. As always, I will provide a link to the Unity package. But now I think we are actually completed the dungeon. What I wanted to do now is start texturing it. Well, I say completed, what I mean is the algorithm to create it is complete. What I need to do now is texture it to make it look good, and then we'll start thinking about actually making a game out of it, what we can do with this tunnel when you can wander around it. So this is really good. We've made brilliant progress today. I think we can close off the dungeon algorithm, start working on the texturing bit and having some fun. Thank you as always for watching. I look forward to seeing you next time. All the best. Bye bye.